My name is Bill Wong or William Wong, and my Chinese name is Wang Guang Dai. Dai is derived from Canada Dai, Ghana Dai, yeah, Canada. The first son born in Canada. Because of tailoring, we always come up with new problems. No matter what's a repair, alteration, or a new suit, there's always you always come up with new problems, and the fact that you need to find solution for them, it keeps your mind working, and it's a very I find that it's very challenging and creative. My father comes from, both my parents come from southern China, around the Canton area. My father first came in 1912 and took up tailoring and opened up a shop after a year of experience. And after working for a few years, he went back home 1920 and married my mother and brought her over. Well, my father started the tailor shop after a few years tailoring experience. He started very small, you know, almost like a hole in the wall. After a year or two of apprenticeship, he was able to open up the shop in 1913. And after working for a few years, he went back to China 1920 and got married and brought my mother over 1920. Oh, he learned the skill from old English tailor. I guess he did a lot of night work, helping him out, including sweeping the floor and all that, working around his shop, and got extra coaching from this English tailor, and I guess he learned quite fast, and he must be good with his hands, like myself. Yeah, you know, I went to a technical high school. We learn woodworking, sheet metal, machine shop, printing, drafting. I was quite good at that anyway, so I was quite good in my crafts work. In the early days, I'd say during the war, where it's hard to get work and material. Our shop was right in the corner. We had about 20 people working. We took over the whole corner, and not only the whole corner, but we added a mezzanine, another floor over that. And so we do, a lot of our work is done upstairs too, and downstairs a showroom plus a small workshop, and then the big workshop is upstairs, and we have about 24 tailors working for us. Not only in our shop, they work from their own homes or whatever, wherever they have space. Yeah, that's during the war. Yeah, when everything was was scarce and it's hard to get labor and supply. At that time, we're not allowed to make double-breasted, for instance, because that would take excess material. During the wartime, wool is ration. And you're not allowed to have cuffs on the pants because that would use more material. Oh yeah, I don't even know when I started because you could just kind of grew into the business. You know, when I was growing up, we don't have too much toys. I was just playing with spools, buttons, and thread. You started as soon as you could start crawling. You get into the scrap pile and play in the scrap box. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's I think it's very creative too. You know, you learn to put the material and buttons and thread together. Yeah. I'm 89 years old now, and the fact that I'm still working, something must be working right. I could still sew, I could still thread a needle, and all my other workers, tailors, they're all at least 80 years old. I'm the oldest one, and they still all want to work. So it seems to me that tailors always want to keep on working. They don't seem to want to retire. They prefer to keep working if they can, which I think turns out it's good for them. The fact that they could still work and keep on working, it's good for their physical and mental health. So that's why we keep on going.